Welcome into Garnet and Gold Grub, presented by TECO People's Gas. I'm Catherine Phillips alongside Chef Thomas Gilbert. He's the executive chef of residential dining here on the campus of Florida State, and he's going to walk us through a delicious game day meal using natural gas. Chef, what do you have for us today?
Well, today what we're going to do is a pan-seared Australian lamb,
Okay.
and that's going to be in a rosemary demi.
Okay.
So the lamb itself is marinated with sun-dried tomatoes, brown sugar, bourbon, and rosemary. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are just going to sear that off.
So how long did you marinate the lamb for?
That lamb ideally should marinate overnight.
Okay.
So all we're looking to do right now is sear off the lamb, capturing a lot of that flavor. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop it in the oven for about 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
Now, in the back here, what we have is our beef stock that we make in-house. All right, so from its raw form to get to this point here, which you can see is very gelatinous and reduced, it takes about 24 to 48 hours.
Now, you have the visible flame using natural gas. What's the advantage of that?
Well, not only is it cost efficient, but there's no residual that will go back onto the meat. It's a lot easier for me to control my temperatures and really concentrate on how high, how low I want this to cook. And when you're doing something like this, where you've got a high fat content in the meat, if it cooks any longer than that, it would really, really burn.
Right.
So now that we flip this over, we're going to pop this down here in the oven, and now we'll start on our demi. What we're going to do, a little olive oil, and then this is our Demi Reduction. That'll take about a minute, just let that cook down on its own. The New Zealand lambs and the Australian lambs are going to have more of a, like an earthy kind of tone to them, so we don't want to add too much more of that to it, and that's where the raspberries come in. This will smoothen it out and add a sweetness to it. So let's turn this heat up just a little bit more. You see the raspberries will start to break down now. And when the sauce finishes, it'll take on more of a burgundy color.
So you just mix it until it has a smooth consistency?
That's it. It won't ever be perfectly smooth unless you were to take it and put it through a food processor or some sort of a blender, but you want it to break down enough so it'll get some of that natural sugar to release back in it and add the sweetness. And that's ideally what we're looking for. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and pour that right into our serving vessel. That'll be our dipping sauce for our lamb. So this is just very simple. We'll just take it and we'll cut them right along the bone. So you want them to kind of maintain that nice little pinkish inside, rare to a medium rare. And that is it. Raspberry lamb chops. We'll finish it with a little salt and pepper.
That was so simple.
This is your first time trying lamb?
I've never had lamb.
All right, let's make it count.
I think that was a good lamb to start with. For full details on this recipe and more information on how you can incorporate natural gas at home, at your business, or at your next tailgate event, go to peoplesgas.com/cooking.